Welcome to Newcastle Fans TV. My name is Will Dixon and I'm going to talk about the Southampton game. So Newcastle drew 2-2 with the Saints at St Mary's in a performance that, to be honest, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that somehow we didn't win this game. We only got the 1 point. I thought it was an absolutely brilliant performance from Newcastle, and yet again we're seeing Rafa Benitez get the absolute maximum out of these players. There's literally not anything being left on that pitch whatsoever. And it's clear that Rafa is just getting so much out of these players. Puts real testament to the work that he's doing there and shows how vital he is to this operation that we're doing and how much we really hope he stays on. And I'm really glad to see that he's looking much happier. Going into the actual performance, starting from the back, players that I want to pick out. First of all, DRG Edlin. This has to be one of the few negatives I can pull from this game, is that the guy should have been sent off. Got the first yellow card, which, in all fairness, is debatable whether he really should have got that. I believe it was just for arguing with the referee. It's always a fine line with that one. But then put in a challenge. I can't remember who it was on, but still, that was an absolute terrible challenge. Really, really was. It was dangerous. Should have been a second yellow. Florian Lejeune. So came in for Kieran Clark. This was one of the big calls that Rafa Benitez made. And did it pay off? Well, I think Lejeune really needed a chance to get back into the squad. I'm really glad he gave him this chance. Yes, everybody will look back on the penalty, a penalty that shouldn't have been, that shouldn't have happened. You know, he's gone in absolutely clumsily, took out Shane Long, and he was going away from goal as well. I don't really know why he made that decision, and ultimately it cost us the game. But apart from that, his performance was really, really good. But you have to remember, this guy before today had played 8 minutes of Premier League football. He still needs time to adjust. But he showed really, really promising signs, so I have no worries for him going forward. Left back, Javier Manquillo. I thought this was definitely his best game for Newcastle. Bombing up and down the wing. I think maybe because he's a right-footed right back playing at left back, I think that helps him in not bombing on so much. It's more awkward for him, so he almost is, I feel as though he's almost sort of forced to stay back a bit more. You know, plus, you know, the more time on the training pitch, I think he's got much more discipline. He's improved fantastically. We have 3 very good midfielders at Newcastle. We have John Shelby, Isaac Hayden, and Mikel Merino. Mikel Merino, you know, the club released a fantastic thing on Friday where they announced that he was signing permanently. Great buzz around the club because Mikel Merino has been fantastic for Newcastle. So in light of all that, it was quite surprising that he was dropped. For Isaac Hayden, against Liverpool, which is the last performance we saw Shelby and Merino play together. Now, while I thought it worked very, very well, there was, especially in that first half, you saw that they were quite high up the pitch, and that left us exposed a bit in the first half, and Liverpool really should have done better with their chances. So, considering that from a tactical point of view, it didn't surprise me too much that Hayden was brought into this game. Shelby and Hayden, as a partnership, were absolutely instrumental in the Championship because they complement each other. We have a player who, in Isaac Hayden, who breaks up the play, who plays the simple passes, doesn't really give the ball away. You know, he's not the most spectacular player in the world, but he does all the dirty work, and I don't think he gets anywhere near enough praise that he should for it. I think that if Hayden was to have an absolutely fantastic season where he keeps putting in performances like this, do you talk about England? Would you? Shelby, again, fine form today, showed his more classy side, you know, not getting involved, not getting involved in any disputes, not showing his hot-headedness, and just continued with playing football. And when he does that, he's fantastic. He was brilliant in his passing. Again today, getting it over to Matt Ritchie, who, again, is he ever bad? You know, his work rate is absolutely fantastic. So Joselu and Perez, now these two received their criticism, it's fair to say. But I have to say, Jose Perez was absolutely brilliant. He was my man of the match today. Got his first goal of the season, but it wasn't just about that. It was about how he worked so hard, absolutely pressing the back line, running further on than Joselu at times, almost playing as a second striker in a 4-4-2. And Joselu is definitely not the most prolific player I have ever seen at Newcastle. And I wish he was. I wish he would take his chances more. But he works hard. He really, really does. He grafts. He gets forward. and he puts pressure on that back line. We pressured Fraser Forster into a few mistakes today, which really did help us. And Jose Perez's work rate was absolutely brilliant. So overall, it was a great performance. It really was. I felt the whole team as a unit is working together so well. And I wrote in the blog at the beginning of the season that what this team lacks in quality, they make up for in togetherness and their work rate. And I think today is absolute testament to that. I've already mentioned Matt Ritchie and Jose Perez, but the whole team soaked up the pressure, so organised, it's unbelievable. It's been so long since we've seen a Newcastle team look so organised and able to deal with any threats Southampton threw at us for so long. It was absolutely fantastic. Still only, I believe, 2 points off Chelsea in 5th place. Considering where we thought this squad was, which we were all worried about getting relegated and stuff, they really are looking so good. We've got Crystal Palace next. I'm really excited because imagine what this team would be like if we can get the investment. And I know that's a big talking thing that kind of is an overarching theme and will be until we see something. But this is what Rafa Benitez can do in general, fairly average players. Imagine what he could do with good players and where he could take Newcastle, because I'm liking how this is turning out. The performances are fantastic. You could argue we should be getting more wins, and we should be getting more points, but we are still picking them up, we're ticking them over, and it's been a great start, and long may it continue. So that's been my thoughts. I've been Will Dixon, you've been watching Newcastle Fans TV. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye for now.
We're raising money for the Bradley Lowry Foundation on October the 24th. We're walking from the Stadium of Light to St James's Park. If you can, please help this great cause by donating. The link is in the description.